Hey, what's up, superheroes? I was approached last week with a pretty interesting question. A young man was asking me he wanted to work out to improve on his abdominal strength, but he had some back issues, so he couldn't really do a lot of range of motion with his back. So I decided to come up with him a workout. So I decided to share you guys that workout just in case any of you going through the same problems. Now, I also believe that your core is all tied together, so if you're working your abdomen, you need to work your spine and your back and your hips as well. So saying that, here's a workout that you could do that can strengthen your core and your abdominals with limited amount of back mobility. And if you do have any back problems, I always preface it with you definitely want to go to a doctor or a chiropractor to get some of that stuff checked out, because it's definitely not something to take lightly. So one of the exercises you could do is abdominal isolator machine. A lot of gyms have it. It's real simple. You just sit on the machine. I think you have your hands up here, and you basically doing crunches while you're sitting on the machine. Very limited range of motion in your back, and as well you can go as far down or as not as far as you would like to. And you would do 3 or 4 sets of 25 of those. I like to keep our abdominal exercises high in range of motion, so I'm always talking plus 15. So 3 to 4 sets of 25 of the abdominal isolator machine. And also it's another abdominal machine that different gyms have. I'm not sure every gyms have it. It's the one where you use your hands actually to grab the machine, and then you sit forward and do crunches. So any abdominal crunch machine that's an isolator, you could do those. If you only have one in your gym, then do that one. If you have 2 in your gym, do both of those. And again, it'll be 3 to 4 sets of 20 to 25 repetitions. Next exercise is crunches. Laying flat on your back. Some people get crunches and sit-ups mixed up. The biggest difference as a crunch is you're not coming all the way. You're not getting your lower back and your spine off the mat or the ground, wherever you're laying at. You only just try to get your shoulder blades up off the mat. Keeping your hands on the side of your head, behind your ears. Don't interlock your fingers behind your head, because we tend to pull on our necks and our heads when we do that, and you want your abs to get majority of that work. And again, that's 3 to 4 sets of that exercise, 25 repetitions. Next is oblique side crunch. So all you do, still laying on the ground, you just turn your legs to the side. Take one hand, place it behind your head, and then you tilt to the side. Take your elbow towards your hips. That's why you want to take your legs and twist them to the side. And again, you're just trying to get your shoulder, the one that's laying on the ground, you're just trying to get that off of the mat or the ground, whichever you're laying on. And that's all very limited range of motion, but it's a great exercise. And it's 25 of those, 3 to 4 sets. And so you'll do your right side and you'll flip over and do your left side. The next one is isometric heel touches. Very good exercise. You actually get in the crunch position, have your chin tucked down, and your shoulders already want to be off the mat. You got your feet with your knees bent. Your bottom of your feet will actually be on the mat, close to your hips as you can get them. And then you're going side to side, touching your heels, and you're doing 30 of those. So it actually be 15 touches on each side. And it's also 3 to 4 sets. The next 2 exercises actually does involve some of your core, but some of your back. When I started, I said you gotta have that back strengthened enough, or what happens is you end up re-injuring it and continue to have problems because your back is not strong enough to support yourself when you're doing your other exercises. So one exercise I love that has absolutely no range of motion in it is the plank exercise. Have your forearms down on the mat and just your heels on the ground, and you're resting your whole entire body weight on your forearms and your heels. You want to start with 15 seconds of that and build a tolerance. So you go 3 to 4 sets of 15 repetitions, and you want to get up to 30 seconds to 45 seconds to a minute. So hold that, as you see fit. Only start off with 1 or 2 sets of that because you do have experiencing some back issues, so you want to make sure you're not hurting your back at all. And then the next thing, you want to have cable Cybex back extension machine. Any back extension machine, not the hyperextension machine where you're laying down and you're going all the way down and sitting up, but you want to use the back extension machine. That way you can actually control your range of motion and how you want to start with your range of motion in that machine. You go until you feel any discomfort, and you start from that point. The point right before you feel discomfort, either going forward or backwards, and you work in that range to where you don't feel any discomfort. All right, that's basically the workout I review. It is abdominal isolator machine, your other abdominal machine, and then both of those are 3 to 4 sets, 25 repetitions. Crunch, 3 to 4 sets, 25 repetitions. Oblique side crunch, 3 to 4 sets, 25 repetitions. Isometric heel touches, 3 to 4 sets of 30 repetitions. 1 to 2 set of plank starting at 15 seconds, build a tolerance. And then back isolated extension machine, 1 to 2 sets of only 10 to 12 repetitions, and you can improve on that as you go. Well, hope that this information has been helpful to anybody out there that want to enhance and improve on their abdominal strength, but have a little back issues going on, so that's keeping you from doing that. All right, man, thank you. Unleashing the Superhero and all of you guys. Make sure you like the Facebook page, fan page. Follow us, Instagram, Twitter. Stay with us on all our different things. Thank you. Unleashing the Superhero on you, Team SHF. We working. Get super.